Hi guys, today we're going to talk about Passé Composé with Avoir. Passé Composé is a verb tense that is used to express what happens or what happened in the past. And the reason why it's called Passé Composé is because it's composed of two parts. And we do the same thing in English. Here I'm going to say, I have eaten. I have eaten, and this is in the past. I'm talking about what I ate. I have eaten. And our first part is a helping verb, which is here the verb to have. Helping verb. And then the second part of our composed past is the word eaten, which is a past participle. Past participle of the verb to eat. Now in French they do the same thing. We say j'ai, I have, mangé, eaten. So let's explore how to form this verb tense in French. Now the first step is to conjugate avoir, or to have, in the present tense. To say I have done something, or we have done something. So let's refresh our memory on the conjugation for avoir in the present tense. J'ai is I have, tu as is you have, il a, he has, elle a, she has, on a, one has, nous avons, we have, vous avez, you have, ils ont, they have for masculine or mixed, and elles ont for feminine. And we'll remember that tu is our singular form of you and vous is our plural form of you. Great. So now we have conjugated our helping verb avoir. The next thing we'll look at is the formation of our past participle for regular verbs. So the past participle is like the word eaten. I have eaten. So let's take a look at the verb manger, to eat. Manger is a regular ER verb. And for regular ER verbs, what we do is we take off the ER ending and we add E accent aigu. So we get manger, eaten. Now for finir, which is an IR verb, we do a very similar thing. We take off the IR ending and we add back an I and we get fini. So if we wanted to say I have finished, we would say j'ai fini, and this fini means finished. And now for our RE verbs, we have attendre, which means to wait. So attendre is an RE verb. And we're going to do a very similar thing. We'll take off the RE ending and we'll add a U. So we'll say attendu. Waited. To say I have waited, j'ai attendu. Okay, so let's put both parts together for the passé composé. I have these three sentences and I'd like you to help me finish them. So the first sentence right here, I'd like to say I have danced or I danced. In English we have two ways of saying the past, and in French we just have I have danced. It means both I have danced and I danced. So we already have our helping verb here, j'ai, I have, and here's our ER verb, danser. So go ahead and take a second and think, what would you put in that blank to say I have danced? J'ai. We're going to take out the ER ending and add E, accent aigu, to get j'ai dansé. I have danced. This second one here, I want to say we have chosen, or we chose. Again, we have two ways of saying it in English and only one in French. We can only say we have chosen, but it means both we have chosen and we chose. So we already have nous avons, we have, which is our helping verb avoir. And here we want to use our IR verb choisir. So go ahead and think for a second about what you would put in that blank. And what we would do is take off the IR ending and add an I for nous avons choisi. We have chosen, or we chose. And then this last one, I'd like to say she has responded. She has responded. It also would mean in English, she responded. But again, in French, we only have this one way of describing an event in the past that happens not over a long period of time. So not she was responding, but she has responded. So what would we put in this blank? We have elle a, she has, and we have our RE verb, répondre. So how would you turn répondre into the past participle instead of to respond, responded? What would you put in that blank? We'll take off the RE ending and replace it with a U. Elle a répondu. She has responded, or she responded. Now what if we say what has not happened? Where will we put our ne and our pas for negation? First, it's important to note that with avoir, every single conjugation begins with a vowel. So instead of ne, we'll use our N apostrophe. Normally it's ne, but that turns into an N apostrophe when the next word starts with a vowel. So let's take a look at how to say that I have not eaten. Je n'ai pas mangé. Je n'ai pas mangé. So you'll see here that the ne and the pas go around the helping verb, the auxiliary verb avoir. That's the verb that's conjugated in the present tense. And let's look at the second example. Vous n'avez pas dormi. You have not slept. You have not slept. So the ne and the pas go around the helping verb avoir, and then the rest of the order of the sentence stays the same. So vous n'avez pas dormi. You have not slept. Okay, so let's practice putting sentences into the negative that take place in the past. Let's start with this one. Instead of saying I danced, I want to say I have not danced. So what would you put in that blank? We have je, I. How would we say have not? Je n'ai pas. I have not danced. Dansé. Je n'ai pas dansé. How about the next one? Instead of saying we have chosen, we want to say we have not chosen. What would you put in that blank? We have nous, we, and we would put n'avons pas. We have not chosen, choisi. Nous n'avons pas choisi. And then finally, instead of saying she has responded, we want to say she has not responded. So we have elle, she, and what would you put in that blank to say she has not? We would put n'a pas. Elle n'a pas. She has not répondu. Responded. Elle n'a pas répondu. So hopefully today's video has helped you to understand how to use the passé composé with avoir in the affirmative as well as the negative. As always, if you have any questions at all, please let me know.